What you think, Skits?
I'd be repetitive at this point.
So here's a tweet, and this is not from anybody specific. It's just, you know, somebody was screenshotting tweets. It says, y'all co-sign his Nazi fetish, but demonize Ye for saying love everyone. I can't stand y'all N-words. This is one person to post. I understand the aesthetic and the series name and whatnot, but you might want to tone it down a little bit. So Westside Gunn comes in and says, the Westside Gunn hate is the best ish on the internet, because while I'm getting hated on, I'm either in my mansion, luxury vehicle, island with the entire family, or a 5-star something in the best clothes money can buy, smelling great and worth millions. So as it relates to this series, is there some meat on the bone as it relates to the conversation with him versus Kanye? Is that a fair comparison in terms of, you know, how he worded that, or is this pretty much a reach at this point? Because this series has been out for a while.
This is a complete reach.
Reach 100%?
By somebody who probably wants a free pair of Yeezys.
Oh, wow.
You know, once again, it's like, hey, here's your late pass, buddy.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, maybe these are things that sometimes pop up on a slow news week when everybody's getting ready to go on vacation.
Right.
You know, I understand why, you know, because I thought it was a bit jarring when I saw.
It was initially.
You know, but then when he describes it, he was like, you know, but y'all let, you know, the devil wears Prada rock, you know, like that was kind of his justification for it.
I mean, that's because that's a play off of that terminology, too.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, you know, he doesn't, at least in his interviews or when, you know, as much as I've listened to Westside, talk about a love and admiration for 𝐻𝐻𝐿.
Right.
So I think you're talking about something completely different. Like when you get a chance to people to interview Kanye, and the thing is, they say this isn't something that's new for him.
Right.
You know, that he's talked about this extensively, not only in, you know, to his in his personal conversations, but, you know, when he was having the meetings with the people who worked at Adidas with him, like he would say these things, you know. So
and he released a photo too of I guess he's about to drop another one that got crazy, you know, symbolism
So
on it.
Lone said that was a fake album cover.
Oh, was it
fake
fake? Was that fake? Okay.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Westside Gunn is talented enough, and people.
I mean, he's still
are
associated with it,
into his music enough. Right? I honestly think in this climate, I think it's time to set that aside.
Okay.
You know, I would, but I know that once again, that's not what his music is about. He's not out here telling you about how great 𝐻𝐻𝐿 is in any way, shape, or form. So I mean, to compare him to Kanye West, who's out here trying to say love everybody, but you know, he said he had to watch a Jonah Hill movie to maybe put aside some of his love for 𝐻𝐻𝐿. I mean, like, first of all, that's not serious.
Right.
Second of all, you have a track record of being way too infatuated with somebody who would have your children sterilized. So, I mean, once again, but you know, he doesn't know that because he doesn't read.
I actually haven't read any book. Reading is like eating Brussels sprouts.
So that's
he did say that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not me casting, you know, some sort of hate towards Kanye. He has said on record, I don't read. And once again, I think anybody who would bring this up and make it seem like this is some sort of real conversation to have comparing Kanye to Westside Gunn.
Right.
Once again, these are Kanye stans.
It's the LeBron
who are
thing.
Really reaching.
What do you mean when you say it's the LeBron thing?
It's the LeBron thing. It's like whoever does something, you have to pull somebody else into the conversation that's done something similar, but not the same. It's like you have to keep talking about Kanye West for things he has nothing to do with. Just like yesterday when the Celtics won, LeBron had nothing to do with that. So why are we talking about LeBron? That's what I'm saying. It's a similar comparison to where you're comparing this with that, and it doesn't have anything to do with that. As far as talking about love and stuff, like, I mean, he's addressed why he does this series that he does.
Yeah.
The mixtape series.
And it's not, to Jay Moore's point, it's not new.
It has nothing to do with that. So if you actually haven't listened or heard it or understand the concept, then you won't get it, and you might, you know, be a little butthurt about it or something. But
that's a spinoff of like the Devil's Wear Prada movie. Hitler wear Hermes, you know what I mean?
Other than that, I just think it's
nothing too much there.
Just going to be more people that want to listen to his album.
What you think, Skits?
I'd be repetitive at this point. Honestly,
everybody pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man. This one there seems like a reach. I mean, he's consistently, since I've been following them, like this has been a part of the lineage, if you will, of them and
that
stuff
wrestling.
That he's done. That
wrestling,
yeah. He's been consistent with that, and to his credit, he flipped that and turned it into very lucrative flip as it relates to the merch. We'll just say that because if you attend a Griselda show, you see them $60 hoodies with the third eye joints. And
them mugs go up in prices. It was limited, so a lot of them started at like.
And on the secondary market, it's crazy.
Yeah. The resale joints, and I see to his credit, I see on IG or anything there's. At least when they were first starting, multiple boxes just stacked up in the crib, and he's getting them out, and they mailing them and shipping them out. So these dudes making that paper off that merch.
So you're able to buy them fly clothes.
That's
where the fly got.
Man, look, that's how you have to do it in this new music economy. You have to look. Since you can't really sell music, you gotta sell something.